Pues nada, vamos a empezar el juego. Que ya tengo aquí todo preparado y todo hecho. Al final me he personalizado el aspecto. No voy a jugar con el default que me la sudan quiénes son. Normal, difícil. Difícil. Cojones. Y cojones. La música igual está un poco floja, lo estoy viendo.
Every great moment in our history began with a dream. Each bold leap forward was achieved by those willing to do anything to attain it. We are, all of us, leaving behind families, homes, the very birthplace of our species. Some for discovery, to see the unknown. Others for a new start.
Pero creo que si tengo bien sabido.
But today,
Después del 2.
whatever our reasons,
Entre el 2 y el 3. De la saga normal. Pero tampoco estoy seguro.
Today, we begin to make our dream reality.
Fecha 0. O sea, ahora 0 el día 0. Se viene el live, se viene. Veamos mi cara personalizada, cómo se ve. He estado 10 minutos haciéndola.
Deep breaths. You're gonna want to take it easy.
I've been taking it easy for 600 years.
Ryder, recon specialist, Pathfinder mission team.
Pathfinder team, eh? The ones finding us a home.
Can you make it somewhere tropical? Nice, warm ocean, summer year-round?
How about we get him a cup of coffee first?
The selection process saw the Andromeda initiative evaluate thousands of potential
Como,
habitable planets.
como acaban de llegar, ahora están despertando a los principales, por así decirlos.
Ryder, let's get you checked out. Look here.
After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates, or golden worlds, was selected as our destination. Now you are a part of the first wave of arcs arriving in Andromeda, our new home for humanity.
Makes it sound so easy, doesn't it?
Lógico, informal y profesional.
I hope not. I signed up for a little adventure before we settle down.
Well, buckle up. Sounds like you'll get your wish.
Yeah?
Over here now, the Pathfinder wants you all on your feet right away. He said mission ready within the hour.
Any idea why?
No, but I'm guessing that's where your adventure comes in? Okay, everything checks out. Just one more thing before I send you on your way. Let's test your SAM implant. Sam, are you monitoring? Sam, are you online?
Yes, Dr. Taparo. Good morning, Ryder. Are you feeling well?
Esto es una IA.
I just need a second to get my bearings. What's this about my implant?
A routine check. After being in stasis, we want to make sure the connection's still live.
As the team's mission computer, your well-being is my primary concern.
Assuming the implants work as advertised, Sam sees what you see, in theory. We won't know for sure until we get you in the field. How are you feeling otherwise?
I feel like a 600-year-old popsicle. I hope we packed more coffee.
Readings confirmed. Based on the levels of adenosine in your system, the neural implant is functioning properly.
Wait, adeno what?
It just means you're
Son
still
implantes
shaking off your
neuronales de una IA.
No reason why we can't get you on your way. Though you may want to hang around while we revive your sister, it always helps to see a familiar face.
I don't like the sound of that.
Empiezan los problemas.
What's happening?
It broke free.
Just hang on!
Engineering, report. Try to brace yourself.
Remedy cryobase offline.
Alt I para mirar.
Careful of
I'm
the
almost
storm.
inside. Hold on.
This is Cora. I'm at the cryo bay. Brace for a reset. Everyone okay?
I think so.
What happened?
We're not sure. Sensors are scrambled. But it's good to see you're up. Feels like centuries since we spoke.
This is the Pathfinder. Mission teams continue preparations.
El Raider, es el padre.
You heard him. Let's get...
We have a problem over here.
Esa es tu hermana. Esta brita. Bueno, voy a subir un poquito el volumen. Para así, por la mitad.
What's wrong? I don't know. Have to check it out.
Todo el pierro.
Is my sister okay?
Sarah's fine. Her vitals are strong. But the revival procedure was interrupted.
When can she wake up?
We don't want to rush it. Sam?
My connection to Sarah's implant was suspended. However, her pulse, respiration, and brain activity are all normal.
To be on the safe side, we'll need to keep her in a low-level coma for a while. Then let her body regain consciousness naturally. She'll be fine.
Glad to hear it.
Se me dices
Thanks,
tú.
Lexi. Keep us updated. Ryder, I'll wait for you at the door, whenever you're ready to go.
It sounds amazing, doesn't it? Right up until you lose gravity.
Still in stasis. Vitals look good. Another colonist here. Weird.
Por aquí ya sé que no es. Pero toda vez que he probado el juego no he ido por aquí nunca y no sé lo que hay. Parece que nada. Bueno. Unos sprint.
Hey there. Hell of a wake-up call, huh? Didn't expect that first thing out of stasis.
Enjoy your nap, Ryder? Don't think I'll need sleep for the rest of my life.
Qué raro se mueve esto.
Maybe another. Decade or two wouldn't have hurt.
Like what? Something big.
Morning, Ryder.
Good to see you, Ryder.
Nadie habla.
You ready?
What's wrong?
Hey, I'm here! Whatever hit the arc fried everything. We have to balance the power load or it explodes.
But we don't know where the fault is.
Ahora tienes para aventar la
Ryder
cámara.
can find it. He has a scanner. Quick, Ryder, use it to locate the fault.
On it.
I'll try to get readings.
Sí,
on the
para el
second
escáner.
conduit.
Hayward, get on this one. I'll override the safety.
This equipment is operating normally.
It has to be here.
There's no indication of a fault in this component.
Keep.
Relay 2C shows damage from a temperature spike.
Found it. Bad relay.
Por lo que he visto, el escáner este hay
Can you go reset it?
que usarlo hasta para ir a mear.
There. It's reset.
Do it. Rerouting the turret now. Grid recovery. It's working. Readings are in the green.
Good job, Ryder. Now we can get to the tram.
We're using duct tape and rubber band.
¿Sabes abrir puertas? No sabes abrir puertas tampoco. Entonces sigue igual.
That was close. Barely in Andromeda, and we're already scrambling.
The adventure begins.
Arcas parchero. Estos son otras arcas. Se mandaron 4 arcas. O está el Hyperion.
Not sure your dad'll see it that way. Go ahead and take us to the bridge.
Vamos a ver el monorail. ¿Cómo se llama mi padre?
We're drifting. Flight controls aren't responding.
First priority is stopping these outages.
Mainline power's been knocked out. We're on reserves, Captain. They won't last.
What's our position?
Unknown. We lost telemetry.
Sam, we need eyes out there.
Attempting to adjust sensor array.
Alec, please. You may be Pathfinder, but this is my ship.
Captain, the protocol's clear. In the absence of communication with the Nexus or the other arcs, we proceed to our appointed Golden World. Solid ground.
If it's even out there. Nobody said anything about running into an energy cloud, and that's just a wild guess what we hit.
De momento no hacen cosas raras con la boca.
Alec,
De
I need
momento.
to assess the damage. Stop the bleeding. We've got 20,000 people asleep on this ship. Let's give them a chance to wake up.
Can you blame her?
She is the captain. I think she gets the final word.
Well, he might.
This isn't about having the final word.
Yes, sir.
We're coming through.
My God. Is that our golden world?
That's Habitat 7. New Earth, if we're lucky.
Pues está en un sitio de puta madre, la verdad.
All of our long-range scans told us it was in the green zone. Perfect for human settlement.
Me parece que igual
Doesn't even look the same.
en 600 años hoy tardan en llegar.
She's right. It looks pretty dicey from here. Are we sure about those scans?
It's a good question.
Things can change. It's been 600 years. Sam.
The energy from the phenomenon is damping our senses. Planetary conditions are unknown.
We're marooned. 20,000 souls adrift at sea. And when the power runs out and stays out, we need to know if that's safe harbor.
And if it's not?
Pues
As
nos volvemos.
Pathfinder, it'll be my job to find an alternative. It's what we trained for. But if this goes well, we're already home.
All right, just make it quick.
Harper, the rest of the team should be awake by now. Have them spin up 2 shuttles. Planet Fallen 30.
Yes, sir.
A stubborn one, isn't he?
He cares in his own way. Enough to give him a chance.
I suppose you're right. He is our Pathfinder. If this doesn't work out, we'll need him more than ever. I need an ETA on our
soy un
sensor
pionero.
repairs. We're blind out here.
¿Qué coño es esa negra del planeta?
My sister's gonna hate that she missed this.
Are all the riders adrenaline junkies?
I guess it's in her blood. She beat me into the world by 1 minute. Couldn't wait to get started.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure Sarah will pull through.
When she does, she's gonna want stories.
So, let's get out there and find her some. Right, you'll want to get your helmet. And maybe stop at the Good Luck Rock before we go.
The what?
It's an old superstition of your dad's.
Dismisor de agua.
Better not. No bathroom breaks on this trip. Good luck, Rock, huh?
Your dad was mountain climbing back on Earth. It caught him from falling. The way things are going today, we'll need any luck we can get.
Yeah.
Never done anything like this. Crashing the party, huh?
Sorry.
No, me la estoy probando botones. Tranquila, te la pongo.
Got it.
That should do it.
The Pathfinder is now requiring sidearms.
Botiquín.
The armaments locker.
We expecting trouble, Sam?
A precaution.
Hey, Ryder.
Oh, estos sí
It's
que hablan.
Strickland, right?
Yeah, I think we met just before the Hyperion left Earth. Not sure if you know Greer.
Hi there. Your dad say anything about what's going on?
Qué miedo.
Tough to say. Sensors can't get a read on the planet.
Well, at least it keeps things interesting.
Yeah, be ashamed to go through all this training and not put it to good use.
See you guys on the ride down.
¿Y este también habla, entonces?
Ryder,
Hey, Fisher, how's it going?
I heard a rumor from the bridge that your dad and the captain aren't seeing eye to eye on this.
I don't know what that's about.
Okay then. I'll just pretend I didn't hear that you took Dunn's side.
More rumors.
Maybe, but I figure at the end of the day, the Pathfinder team answers to the Pathfinder. Besides, your dad's the N7 here.
¿Qué hace
He's
con el
got the
dedillo?
best aim. I go wherever he goes.
Habla también, ¿o no?
So just another boring day at the office, huh?
Hell of a wake-up call. Kinda wish I'd hit the snooze button and slept another day. Or a year.
You'd miss all the good parts. I always wondered what it was like when explorers crossed the ocean. Nothing but stars and dead reckoning to guide them.
And a map that said, "Here be dragons."
Well, if they made it, we can too. And maybe see a dragon along the way.
Imposible.
Never know. Let's keep an eye out.
And our distance.
On that note, I'd better get my gear in order.
Predator M3.
Hope I won't need this.
No, una pistola de mierda.
Now let's get to the shuttles.
Muy bien, listo.
Looks like Dad's already suited up. Hang in there, Sarah.
O sea, puedes registrar sus taquillas, pero no la tuya.
Dr. Carlyle, with everything going on, I think the Ark needs you more than we do.
Pathfinder wants a medic on hand, and if that is home down there, I'm happy to knock on the door.
If it's what we hope it is, it'll be one for the history books. You got a quote ready? One small step?
I'm pretty sure your dad will handle that honor.
Para eso es el pionero.
All right, team, button it up. We leave in 5.
Sir, we broke out the weapons as requested. Anything we should know about?
Seemed prudent given the situation. We'll be short-handed with Sarah out. I heard what happened. Your sister's strong. She'll make it.
Sarah wouldn't want us to worry because of her.
You're right. The mission comes first.
Su armadura mola más que la mía.
I doubt your mother would have seen it that way. I promised her I'd get you two here safely. Okay, team, listen up. I chose each of you for the Pathfinder team, not just because you're talented and passionate, but because you're dreamers, like me. We dream of exploring the unknown, of finding the edge of the map, and then discovering what lies beyond. When people look back on this, and they will, they'll remember we didn't give up. That we kept dreaming, that our first few faltering steps in Andromeda were the beginning of everything they know. We only get one chance to be first. So, let's go make history.
Been waiting 600 years for this.
Archive area, this is Shuttle 1. Switching to manual guidance.
Shuttle 2, taking your lead.
Good luck, Pathfinder team.
A ver, nueva tierra. A ver cómo es.
Turning to Vector 135.
Copy that. We're on point.
Wow, will you look at that? Whatever it is, it stopped the Hyperion in its tracks.
It appears to be an unstable mass of dark energy.
If you say so.
Steer clear of it.
Getting some chop here.
Gravity anomalies detected.
Let's see if I can even it out. My stomach would appreciate that. We're clear. Accelerating to cruising speed.
Ryder, we didn't have a chance to meet back in the Milky Way. Name's Liam Costa, Security and Response Specialist.
Good to meet you, Liam.
Hard to believe we're finally doing this.
Sure beats reading the brochures.
Beginning our deceleration. Planet's dead ahead. Hang on. Initiating atmospheric entry.
Here we go.
Aquí cinturones para ver.
It'll pass. The controls are fighting me.
Adjust.
We're through.
Shuttle 2, are you seeing this?
Copy that. Doesn't look like a golden world from here.
Ionization levels are rising.
Stay on course to the landing zone.
Oxygen levels are below minimum human requirements.
Is this the right planet? We had this all worked out.
Keep it tight, Shuttle 2.
The mountains are floating.
Look, port side.
That has to be advanced engineering.
Hyperion,
Oh,
this is the
beautiful.
Pathfinder. We've got evidence of an alien civilization.
Has anyone seen us?
What if they're not friendly?
We stick to contact protocol. No use of deadly force unless hostile intent is clear.
Está bien la cosa. Vaya, me voy a sentar. Puesto el cinturón.
Acceleration increasing.
No kidding!
Your jump jet is malfunctioning.
Get it working!
Approaching terminal velocity.
Sam!
RIP.
This is Ryder. Come in.
Tiene buena pinta el planeta Tierra. Dos. O nueva Tierra, como le quieran llamar.
Save your breath, Ryder. Sam's offline. Comlink's trashed. I'm surprised we aren't too.
Did we really do that? Or are we dead and don't know it?
Well, we found hell. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. No way this is home.
Looks like we've got to find some high ground. See if anyone else is alive. Come on.
Ryder, how's your survival training? I've seen my share of troubles.
Tiene buenas
Nothing
caras.
crazy, but...
Well, Crazy just found us. Those rocks out there are floating.
Terra Incognita.
Serpiente carnívora.
Some of these plants look like tentacles. Is the water here even water?
¿Todas partes de la nave?
Damaged in the crash.
Sí.
Those structures we saw on the way in? Who could survive in a place like this?
Not sure we want to find out. No fixing this. Must have broken on impact.
Explains why we lost our SAM connection.
Oh, and safety tip. Don't breathe the air.
Chetas.
Find out the hard way.
Got it. You think that energy cloud we saw could cause all this?
Sam said it's dark energy, but that's in space.
Cool.
Yeah, hell of a cloud.
A cloud that makes boulders float.
What the hell is this?
Come on, we gotta get through it.
Rayos. Mayusi.
This is crazy!
Welcome to Habitat 7. Keep moving. Ah! Damn it! Looks safer under there.
Mira. ¿Qué pasa?
Is this for real? What the hell's going on with this place?
Planet's trying to murder us?
A ver si ya corre todo el rato.
Look, something flying around in the sky.
Oh, wow.
Here be dragons. Cora will love it.
Buen jetpack.
There! We get up that cliff, we find high ground. Come on!
Not sure we want to be the tallest thing around here.
I think I can see a path up. We'll use the jump jets if we have to.
Into the breach.
Contra las
Think
más
I'd rather
raras.
fall than get hit by lightning.
Give it a minute. We can probably do both. How'd my dad find you?
I was a cop, then crisis response.
Yeah?
Tell you over a beer sometime.
This is gonna be close.
Injustísimo.
That's it. We're getting there.
Sí, además, hasta más justo.
I think I see the top.
Muy buen tutorial.
Mind making some room? Thanks. What the hell is that? Don't know, but it's our job to figure it out.
That sounds like your old man talking.
He was right. Something went wrong here. We have to find out what.
One thing at a time.
Ryder, it's Fisher.
¿Es un lanzadero?
Wait. Look.
Son nuevos agentes.
Shit. What was first contact protocol again? No deadly force unless fired upon.
Yeah, said no one in the field ever. How do we handle it?
No sé, ¿cómo es el protocolo?
Take it easy. We only get one shot at hello with these guys.
Yeah, and Fisher gets shot in the head if we're wrong.
Nice and easy. We only go hard if we have to.
Don't think they've spotted us yet.
Sí, lo han visto ya.
We can't understand you. We're not here to fight. That man's with us.
Doesn't sound friendly. What's the other guy doing?
Hay que ir sacando tiros. No me pise la cabeza, me nuestro compañero. Madre mía. Ya, sí, con el cambiado de...
Okay. It's over. Fisher, you okay? Those bastards wanted to kill me.
I had to wait in, Ryder. They didn't give us a choice.
I didn't want to make it worse. The first aliens we meet, we try to kill each other. That wasn't the plan.
Then we need a new one. Yeah, at least we know it's what. The brochures were light on aliens who want to shoot your head off.
We still don't even know what they wanted.
The way they treated you? Blood samples, I'd say. Lots of them.
Uy, que nosotros somos los alienígenas.
Or they'd understand us. It's a new galaxy. I guess it's too much to expect they'll play by Milky Way rules.
They broke the rules in any galaxy.
But why go after us like that?
Only thing I know for sure, their guns hit just as hard as ours.
Y una pistola de mierda.
Where are the others?
Gone. Kirkland and Greer went looking for help. Come on. Ah, my leg!
Ya no puedo ser aventurero.
I think it's broken. You guys push ahead and look for the others. You sure? Yeah. Just find us a ride out of here. And take a few more of them out while you're at it.
Whoa. Take a look at these bodies. What are these things?
Escanea. Revista los restos.
Well, I don't have Sam here, but I'll try to make sense of it.
Se los escanea y se me quita.
They're DNA based, and their armor reads as some kind of bone.
Bien
The
desconocida.
genetics are all over the map.
Ah. I guess life took a different turn here, huh?
Oh, wow. Un luteo.
I hope the other team's okay.
We'll find them, but we might want to scout around first.
Ponía. Diario, códice, inventario.
You're the recon specialist. Point the way.
Right.
Looks like you knew how to handle a gun, but
Spent time with an Alliance peacekeeping
El buen
force.
loot. ¿Y esto qué es? Ah, para curarme. ¿Y hay dos caminos? Este por ahí y este por ahí. No, claro, ya me ha dicho, ¿no? De mi mapa. Tu alienígena. Tu alienígena.
It's gear from one of our shuttles. Good. The atmospheric sensor is still working.
Let me guess. It says don't breathe the air?
Yeah, but no sign of industrial pollutants. That's not what killed this place. And no radioactive isotopes either. So nobody nukes the place.
Bueno saberlo. Vale, aquí hay enemigos.
Is that Kirkland?
Please, I surrender.
¿Cómo se acaba el menú este?
I said I surrender.
Dios, que tira tan pegado. Igual le tengo que saltar. Salvo la vida. Que roban malas coberturas en este juego.
That's the last of them.
I can't believe we're doing this.
The Kirkland mate.
No sé por qué disparar, si ya sé que son hostiles.
Just shot him in cold blood.
He was trying to surrender. Why kill him?
Would we treat them any different if they showed up on Earth, armed to the teeth?
Maybe not.
Peace isn't going to be an option here. We'll come back for his
Oh,
body once we
un
find
cáncer.
Pope Greer's still alive somewhere. Still, take a look at this architecture. This is really something.
Okay, now this is... Never seen anything like it. Looks to be at least 3 or 4 centuries old.
The Arks left 600 years ago, right?
Yeah. Our long-range scans wouldn't have shown this. These structures, that tower, maybe none of it was here when we left the Milky Way.
Dame, sí. ¿Tener punto de ruta? Ah, vale, para un punto. Pues, me he perdido, ya no sé por dónde he venido. No sé si voy a algo ahora mismo. No, cabrón, échate.
Hey, look, flares going up over there.
Could be our people. I'll mark the nav point.
What the hell's that?
Hey.
There, watch out! What is this thing?
I think it wants to eat.
Okay, it's dead.
Invisible.
It's organic. No sign of technology.
Wow, so the cloaking is biological?
Yeah, weird.
Wreckage ahead.
¿Qué me pasó?
It's the other half of our shuttle.
What a mess. I can't believe we survived this.
We're not off planet yet.
Más luteo. Sobre todo Nigel. Esto supongo que será para curarse.
Shit! Movement on our perimeter. It's an ambush!
Oh hell, they got the jump on us!
¿Qué me cuentas?
Careful, they got one of those animals.
Watch for cloaking!
I saw them. They forced this.
Trying to surround us. Keep an eye on your 6 o'clock.
And our 2 o'clock. And our 8. Now who's dead, asshole?
¿Dónde están? Dios. Me ha reventado.
There. We got them all. Oh, you're pretty good at this, Ryder.
I fought off the occasional raider or two in my day.
We've experienced a catastrophic lightning hit. Liam and Ryder are gone.
What's your location? Hyperion, this is the Pathfinder. Mayday! Mayday! Ship in distress!
¿Qué es eso?
Hey, maybe they made it.
Quizá. Capitán Agri. Es un poco lío el mapa este. Esto es poco pasillero. Ahora que estoy acostumbrado. ¿Es un enemigo? Vámonos. Es algo raro.
This place is taking a beating from the storms.
Along with everything else on this planet.
Bueno, bueno. Probemos el lugar. Accionar, cabeza gris, investiga bengalas. Madre mía, ¿cuántos puntos hay aquí?
Well, let's hope no one's home. Doesn't look like a home at all. Yeah, no one's living here. So what's it for? Doesn't look like the other structures we've seen. Different design. Must be a way to get some
Diferente. Combinación de interés. Luteo.
What's all this about? Nothing. It's a weird alien machine.
Pues que susto mal, cabrón.
Figures. Only one way to find out.
Can you turn it on?
Un generador alienígena.
Oh shit. No power.
That can't be good. Oh.
So the weird alien machine is a generator.
Yeah, sure. Why wouldn't it be?
Maybe it did something. Same language as those aliens. Wonder what he's saying.
Kill all humans, probably? Hey, that door opened.
Some kind of
Un luteo aquí al lado.
research lab?
Se lo olviden.
Then it
Y lo
got hit by
cogen.
a tornado.
Estoy aquí cogiendo cosas que no sé ni para lo que
Looks like they
sirven.
were trying to tunnel in.
Don't think it turned out so well.
Whatever this is, it scans as being old. Centuries old. Some serious energy. It's fried. Could be a console of some sort. His wounds look like they're from an energy blast.
Watch it! What is it? This?
¿Ataca o solo está escondido? No, a mí no me ataca.
So now killer robots too?
The Geth back home would love this place.
Ya está, para esto era. Alienígena.
Not exactly poetry, is it?
Any theories, recon specialist?
There's some kind of technology on this planet. Older. Underground. Something these aliens are interested in. Like, weather's still crappy.
Hágame más enemigos. Really?
Heads up! They were waiting for us!
Ay, mira, no hago nada.
Damn!
Por el puto perro.
They got a lightning rod up and running! Are these things stalking us?
Starting to feel like it!
Not how I go out!
I don't think they're listening!
There! Last one's down.
Let's not wait around for more.
Vamos a por el Grey.
Path down on the right.
Me lo bajo por la derecha.
Hear that?
Yeah, radio static. But like a pattern.
Creo que iba por Grey.
That static's getting louder.
Y ese es el punto. Que el mapa no lleva mucho, la verdad. ¿Esto qué son? ¿Cómo llego a ese sitio? Estoy volviendo además. Bueno, por aquí hay otro camino, a lo mejor es por ahí. Bastante posible.
Hear that? Watch it. More of our friends. Got it.
Take him out! On it!
Me disparo atrás de la roca. Autolance para mierda. Cojones.
That was the last one. We're clear. First species we meet and it's out for blood.
Not if we don't give it to them.
Parece muerte segura. Estoy en el putos caminos.
What do you suppose is down there?
New and painful ways to die.
Maybe we could jump jet our way across.
Para el tiempo.
Is that sound coming from below?
Alien gods of the underworld?
Don't say that.
I think it's machine.
Esto mira, lo estoy pillando, ¿se lo puedo poner ahora? Aquí no se puede. Acceso. No tiene pinta. A lo mejor luego lo bloqueas más adelante.
The scale of this. Who built it?
Alien gods.
Más enemigos.
Ryder, more of those aliens ahead.
¿Puedo mandar que vaya ahí? Sí. Sí, puto perro. Me matan. ¿Y cómo me curo? Bianca está muerta, no hables. No quiero ni ir. Uf. ¿Cómo me traen difícil esta gente? Pues tiene el mejor sitio de todos, la verdad. ¿El 1? Es el 1. Un poco muy bien.
crash of some kind. It's not one of our ships.
Puta madre, ¿cómo meten esta gente? Aquí siguen comiendo mierdas para investigar.
It's food. I think.
Can't be local.
Definitely not from the Milky Way.
One of theirs. Think the storm got it?
At least the weather isn't playing favorites.
Munición.
You'd think if this was their planet, they'd know how to handle the storms.
¿Dónde estoy? Cuba misteriosa. Esto está como en la cima, ¿no? Parece. A ver si va por aquí. Está como aquí arriba. Las bengalas. Y la cueva así. Esta nueva misteriosa.
Careful there. Ryder, some sort of cave over there.
No, la cueva misteriosa es aquella. ¿Y cómo coño sube arriba? Me llamo nueva misteriosa.
Check that out.
¿Cojones es eso?
This looks more like the golden world my dad was expecting.
Then the long-range scans were right? This could have been home?
600 years ago. And if it's anything like plants back in the Milky Way, there are signs of cellular mutation.
It's lasted this long. Guess that makes it the Alpha Tree, huh?
Yeah. But what happened to all its friends outside?
Es una palmera. What?
Dead animal here. In some sort of trap. Pretty recent, too.
You suppose those aliens set it?
If they did, they don't play nice with anyone.
Or maybe they're starving.
No es posible. Chocaron aquí y empezaron a morir de hambre.
Impossible. Extreme example of a microclimate, maybe? Shielded by the cave all these years?
While the rest of the planet died?
Something nasty happened out there. But this means there's hope. Life as we know it can thrive in Andromeda.
¿Dónde estamos? Está llegando ahí, pero no sé cómo se llega ahí. Imagino que trepando no. Tendré que volver a mis pasos otra vez. Como que se iba difícil. ¿Se iba mal? ¿O que es difícil? ¿Qué mierda es? Es un puente. Parece. El juego, no, el juego es difícil, no creo. Lo que pasa es que yo lo he puesto en Dificultad difícil. Pues así, no sé cómo se llega. La he puesto en difícil y no veas cómo pegan. ¿Cómo llego a la montaña esa? Vale, ya espero que cambie luego cuando tenga las armas y más nivel. Aquí voy con las armas por defecto. Imagino que se mejorarán, porque estoy cogiendo piezas para mejorarlas. Esto aquí arriba, es que no sé cómo llega ahí arriba. Alguno. Es que los juegos viejos sí que se nota mal la dificultad. Y pues si empiezo a trepar por aquí, a lo mejor llego. O igual hay un muro invisible. No hay muro invisible. Es que estoy aquí arriba. ¿Dónde estaba antes, no? Dios.
Hang on, Greer. We've got you. Keep your head down. Lock them in, Liam. Setting a kill zone. They're not getting out of this.
We're clear. Thank God. I was tapping my mic, hoping someone would notice.
Pego más a medida que con las balas.
Where are the others?
They killed Kirkland, but Fisher's alive, back in the crisis.
He's got a broken leg. Needs help. I'll check around for supplies. Then head back.
Stay put when you get there. We'll look for my dad's shuttle.
Good luck. Can't wait to get off this rock.
No, pues se salvaba 2 de 3. Está mal. Ya vamos a seguir las bengalas.
Long drop.
¿De dónde vengo?
Cora, we read you. You're alive.
Shuttle repairs are underway, but we're surrounded.
They're not friendly. On our way. That point marked.
Cerdo, déjame que llegue, al menos. No es muy buena idea esa.
Cora, we got your back.
They're trying to pin us down. Doing a good job of it too.
Activarme esto.
Ryder, light him up.
I'm on it.
Ah, que tiran piñas.
Plenty of those.
Pues, y bien se ha muerto ya. Ah,
What did we ever do to them?
hay que recuerdo para disparar así a ojo.
Careful, they fight dirty.
Queda uno. No, si no le botan. ¿Qué hacer eso? ¿Qué hace? En el suelo. Sube de nivel.
Cavalry to the rescue. Nice to see you guys.
You too, Harry. How is everyone?
Still in one piece. You got here just in time.
Where's my dad?
He went scouting ahead while we fixed the shuttle. Ryder, there's weapons and ammo at the shuttle. Stock up.
Gracias.
Did these things try talking to you at all?
Barely a word.
Hombre.
Then started shooting. What about you?
Ah, vale. Está en la nave.
Nice. They didn't play long.
Vale, ¿dónde están mis armas? ¿Cómo me cambio esto? ¿Cómo he cambiado esto? ¿Por la escopeta? Me están engañando. Carga. Otra tienda, está guapa. Lanzamiento. Era esto, ¿no? El choque en el suelo, sí. No de choque. Momento full biótico. No, con todo no está viendo nada raro los personajes. Pero a ver, ¿cómo equipo esto? No puedo equipar esta mierda. Me están engañando. Con la pipa. No llega.
This weather?
Guess we got their attention. Are those dogs?
I wish. They've got some weird cloaking ability.
You're shitting me. Sound off.
I'm here. Still alive. Here.
Present.
I'm gonna beat all those things.
There's too many of them. Just keep firing. We can do this.
corriendo. No sé, bajo la nada. El negrillo este que está ahí de muerta. Esto con una escopeta mejoraría bastante, la verdad. Pues no hace nada la puta onda de choque. No, puto asco. Han puesto vino.
Liam, enough. Right. It's just these assholes killed Kirkland.
I hear you, but this isn't the time to lose our cool.
Now I feel better.
What about the others?
Fisher's wounded, but sitting tight. Greer's with him. Though our shuttle's in pieces.
Guys. She's been hit.
Pasando.
Take cover! Take cover!
I didn't know you were biotic.
Don't worry, it's not contagious.
Before they attacked, I managed to fix our comms.
You're a lifesaver. Now just take it easy.
Sam, are you there?
QEC link established. Affirmative, Ryder. The Pathfinder needs to speak with you.
Good to see you in one piece. What's our status?
¿Listo? ¿Dónde está?
Liam and I are with Cora.
We have wounded crew. The good news is our shuttle's been repaired. We can get back to the Ark.
Not with these storms. It's too risky to fly.
Our wounded can't wait much longer. Do you have something in mind?
If the storm is the problem, then let's solve the problem.
We're talking about weather.
And I have an idea about that. Rendezvous with my coordinates will... Damn, they spotted me.
Sir? Sir! Can you two manage alone?
I can keep her stable. For a while.
Let's move.
Déjame coger mi escopeta.
Sam.
Esto está aquí, yo no sé cómo se pone. No tengo ni puta idea cómo se cambia aquí las cosas. ¿Lo pones aquí? Me estoy bien de equipo para llevarte lo consumible. No tengo ni puta idea cómo se cambia esto. Para objeto, apuntar.
Marking the nav point on your map.
Doesn't look far. Let's make this quick. We have to get there before the storm hits. No detours.
What was my dad scouting for?
He was trying to get readings on that tower.
Well, the nav point puts him near it.
Exercise caution. The storm front is already gaining intensity.
Nice to have you back, Sam. How about some good news next time?
No te quiero ahora. Por aquí no.
Ryder, your dad was in trouble. We have to find him.
We're gonna find the Pathfinder. Like, right now.
Qué prisas.
Sam's right. We don't have much time.
Estoy dando la vuelta con solo, la verdad. Vale, que quiere que vayamos ahí. Buen salto. Esto es diferente.
Dead bodies here. Lightning didn't do this.
Incendiary rounds. My dad's been busy.
He was an N7. They don't mess around. Somebody was pretty clever with these rods.
Only way to survive here.
2, if you count shooting on sight.
We're close. The nav point shows my dad's up there.
Entonces aquí estaba así. No estaba muy lejos el cabrón.
Sir.
Stay low.
El único N7 es este. Los demás son masillas.
They're not. We found an abandoned lab. Like they've been studying the place.
Good work. You actually did some scouting.
Thank you. It seemed important.
Remember that. Follow your gut.
Well, right now, my gut says we're in trouble here.
Sir, you said you had an idea about the weather?
It's the dark energy cloud the Hyperion hit. It's affecting the whole planet. Interfering with that.
The tower is caught in a feedback loop with the cloud. Together they're disrupting the entire climate with undirected energy.
It would explain a cave we found. Plant life sheltered from the storm. From that tower.
It's a good bet. And I think if we can get in there and shut the tower down,
the lightning goes away.
And the shuttle can get us out of here, in theory. We just have to get past that.
Entonces, según las opciones que hagas, cambia la conversación y todo.
It's a hell of a gamble. But we won't know until we get in there and try.
No illusions about this. It'll be a nasty fight the whole way.
If the riders are game, so am I. But we risk turning a skirmish with these guys into something worse.
It's them or us.
Oh, it's them. Problem is, we're outnumbered.
I've been working on that. We just need to change the math.
He puesto piñas. Ahí está, rayos.
Works for me.
Unas serpientes.
Let's go!
Right behind you. Push ahead to the structure. Sam, close combat profile.
Piedra. Me ha dicho que esto es una puta basura. Quita. Está mi cobertura, búscate atrás. Luteo. Madre mía, mi padre le cabe a todos. Bichito. Más luteo. Madre mía, mi padre va ahí todo loco.
Not if we keep moving forward. Don't let him catch us.
Uy, el fuego quema.
He's like a machine. No idea, but it's working.
Keep up. That's it. We're doing it. Not much farther.
Where are we going?
All the way to the top.
Ready? Let's get inside there.
Oh, that hurt.
Almost fried me.
Don't stop. If we fall behind, we're dead.
Shit, they're cracked. Shots.
Oye, ¿para qué cojo esta mierda? No sé ni para lo que vale. Unos gritos, sí.
Come on, into the building.
Me das prisa, hombre.
Sam, give me engineer profile. Squad, on me.
Sir, where are you getting these profiles?
Little help from Sam.
What does that mean?
Just focus on the fight.
The storm's getting worse.
We'll lose our chance if we don't beat it. Come on. Looks like the control center. Keep him off my back.
You heard him.
We made it. In one piece. Not over yet. I need to get
Madre
through
mía.
that door.
Unos sacos de balas. Aquí no. ¿Quién queda?
What now?
I need to decipher the language.
There's more coming up.
What's the plan here? They'll surround us in no time.
We need to defend both sides or they'll flank us.
Where do you want us?
Pues mira, te vas a poner ahí. Y tú pues por ahí.
Got it.
Y me voy a quedar aquí donde la vida.
Watch it! Think I see movement!
We held them off at the shuttle. We can do it again.
A lot of people still counting on us.
I'm just getting warmed up.
They mean business. Keep them off your dad.
Analyzing possible inputs. 25% decrypted.
Hurry, we don't have long.
Hold both sides. Can't let them slip through.
What is this place anyway?
I don't know, but they sure want it back.
an unusually complicated syntax.
I can see that. Try a recursive search.
I will need a moment to evaluate the pattern.
We only have a moment. Do it.
I think I really pissed that one off. Maybe because I shot him in the face.
Sir, any progress?
Decryption is 75% complete.
We've almost got it.
Just a little longer! They're falling back!
Could be regrouping for another push. Stay sharp.
Decryption complete.
That did it. It's a security override. I'll try to open the door from here. Ah, damn, it's jammed. I need to take a look at it. Ryder, I need your help. Put your back into it.
You really think we can shut this thing down?
I don't know yet. Sam's decoded part of the language. Now we'll see if I can have a conversation.
Who do you plan on talking to?
More like what? I think it's automated. Come on. These are the moments that make it all worthwhile. Sam, begin translating.
A moment. Indexing. Translation complete.
Let's see what we have.
¿Eso es hablar? Los de fuera están muertos ya. Con los conos que son.
I'll be damned. It's working. You did it.
There's hope at least.
That's all anyone back in the Ark is looking for. Hope it'll work out.
Well, not if we stand around looking at sunsets. Let's get back to the shuttle and...
Funciona muy bien, la verdad. De tu silla, ¿no?
Initiating transfer.
Y que nos podéis ir trayendo el casco cada minuto o así. Porque tiene la pinta de amor de mi padre.
brain can't handle the connection. Get him to Sam node. Sam, what's the reading?
Ryder's implant is overloading. I suggest a hardwire connection.
Do it.
There!
¿Lo transferió?
Welcome back.
Esta es la escena de la cara de la tía.
Dead for 22 seconds.
Then how did I make it out?
Hey, you're still with us. Guys, get to Sam node. Ryder's awake. Who are you talking to?
Sam.
I didn't hear him.
You're up. Look here. And here.
My father. Where?
It was your life or his, and he chose you. I'm so sorry. I know this must be a blow.
No lo conocía.
He made the ultimate sacrifice. He got the team out of danger. We all owe him for that.
He once said that when his time came, he wanted to go out among stars no one had seen before.
What are we doing in Sam node?
Sam is now part of you, in a way we don't entirely understand. It played havoc with your brain.
Sam?
Your father authorized the transfer of Pathfinder authority to you.
Shouldn't that be Cora?
In theory. In reality, you're the new Pathfinder.
Pues qué bien.
You can't be serious.
What's the matter? I think you're up for it.
You saw my dad in action. It takes years to become a Pathfinder.
You'll learn as you go. Besides, you won't be doing this alone.
It's all academic anyway. Sam's linked to your mind on a deeper level now. Trying to untangle it could kill you.
I know this is tough, but we need to start thinking about the next step. A lot of people are counting on us.
Is the Ark still drifting?
That's the thing. Whatever your dad did with that tower, it saved the day. Some sort of atmosphere scrubber.
The energy cloud thinned out. We're on our way to the rally point now. Should be at the Nexus soon.
He needs to rest first.
He's got 2 hours. We'll need our Pathfinder for this.
Oh, I checked on your sister. Still no change. But if you can pull through, so can she. A bit of your dad in both of you.
Your father will be missed.
What's going on, Sam?
This is our private channel. I shared it with him.
Why did he do it? Why me?
Unknown, but he never acted without reason. Alec wouldn't want us to lose sight of the goal. He said pain emboldens our resolve. He'd insist we grow stronger from his passing.
¿Quién es? ¿El malo del juego? ¿Qué mierda es esa? Igual.
Ryder, good to see you on your feet. We're at the Nexus. It's the forward hub for the entire Andromeda initiative. The Asari, Solarian, and Turian arcs should be there too.
Let's hope they've had better luck.
Starting our approach now.
It's almost as big as the Citadel back home.
Vaya.
Nexus Control, this is
Casualidad.
Archive requesting docking clearance. Captain, I'm only getting their automated approach channel, not a live person.
Well, like it or not, we're here. Take us in.
Un poquito abandonado, ¿no?
Construction should have been finished by now.
Could be worse. How? Habitat 7's a bust. We might have started a war with the first aliens we met, and our Pathfinder's dead. This better be rock bottom.
Green across the board. Docking initiated.
All right. I got us here. Good luck, Pathfinder.
Tengo para seguir.
You gonna be okay, Ryder?
Ajá.
Captain.
Seguir.
Just called me Pathfinder. This is really happening.
Just take a deep breath.
I still can't believe Dad's dead. This should have been his moment.
But now it's yours.
Arriba
You
de
just
andar.
need to decide what you're gonna do with it.
Where do I start?
¿Qué me está hablando?
I'm just not sure I'm ready.
We weren't ready to fall out of the sky on Habitat 7, but we survived that.
Right. So, always keep a jump jet handy.
Captain wants to see a full duty roster.
I just updated the charts.
She'll want to see crew reassignments first. Start with non-essential personnel.
Más luteo. Esta es mi propia nave.
Okay, folks. This is what we've been waiting for. Let your teams know the docking procedures are now.
Porque para dónde habíamos venido antes. Bueno, claro, si vamos al puto monorail. Es normal.
It'll be nice to see some friendly faces this time.
The Nexus runs a support crew, just enough to finish building the station and provide safe harbor for the Arks.
Means we can start waking our people up.
They built a bar, right? Gotta have champagne for the welcome party.
You're expecting one?
After what we've been through, I could use a buzz.
We all could.
Yeah. Rough ride so far.
We'll bounce back. Real food and a shower are just ahead. Here we are.
Es porque, o sea, si me están dando en una misión para que ponen eso de seguir.
I don't see any champagne.
Si es lo único que puedo hacer.
Where is everybody? Well, this can't be right.
It's like everything's on standby.
If it's a surprise party, they're doing an awfully good job of it.
Oh, Avina. Se han traído aquí.
Welcome to the Nexus, gateway to Andromeda. I'm Avina, a virtual intelligence designed to assist you with immigration.
Can you tell us where the welcome party is hiding?
I'm sorry, my code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations. Please select from the following pre-programmed responses.
Pues si no vas a decir nada más, ten por el culo.
Please see one of our helpful immigration staff for further assistance. And welcome to your new home in Andromeda, where the brightest star is you. Current wait time for immigration processing is unknown error.
Right. That was helpful.
Plants are still alive.
It's like they didn't finish building it.
Tiene pinta de estar todo chapado.
This place should be packed with people.
El control a subir.
There's a guy. Maybe he's got champagne.
Obrero.
Hi there. We're from Ark Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you say an Ark? Yeah, we just got in.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could use an update.
But we thought you were all dead.
What?
Or captured, or lost in dark space, or... But you're here. You have no idea how much this means.
I don't believe it.
Son los primeros.
I'm Tyrion Kandros. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
I'm Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an Ark had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
But aren't you expecting us?
You're the first Ark we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking.
You've been stranded for a whole year?
Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center. Everything that could go wrong with our plan has. We arrived 14 months ago.
Porque todos
Right
corren
away, we hit a band of dark
para andar.
energy
Yo
knocked us
pienso.
off course.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge. We lost whole sections of the station. A lot of people died. No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we call them.
Are things back to normal?
Not even close. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
No word from the other Pathfinders?
No word from anyone, period.
Any threats from the locals?
So far, we've stayed hidden. We're in no shape to deal with an attack.
We had a first contact situation on Habitat 7. Whole thing went south.
We're here.
You guys go ahead. I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Is it true? They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an Ark to finally show up.
Normal. Llevan aquí
Docking
años.
procedures are green across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
Un Krogan. Un Solariano.
The crew of the Hyperion.
Good luck.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
Not as much as it means to us. We had one hell of a time getting here. Nice to see some friendly faces.
Hungry faces. Any supplies you can spare would be appreciated.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs. Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at him.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead. He made me his successor.
Alec is dead. Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other arcs.
What happened to them?
Unknown.
Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them up.
Se os despertáis y os quedáis sin suministros.
Somewhere to live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
It now falls to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
Por supuesto. Esto era profesional. Esto era lógico o algo así, no me acuerdo.
If you trusted him with a job, you'll have to trust his judgment.
Your father won't be around to fix things if you fail.
That's no way to treat a guest.
Es una Krogan, no es un Krogan.
I'm Nak Morkesh, superintendent of this station. Hope they haven't scared you off already.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
At least the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
We're all feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
Welcome to the Nexus. Thank you for standing up for me there. Hope's in short supply here. What little we can find should have a chance.
Ma'am, the Hyperion's core is now online.
Let me show you something. An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
And when the power runs out?
Pues oscuras,
best
otra
go
vez.
talk to Director Tan. Make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance.
Aquí tengo aquí 20 millones. Ah.
You know what the priority needs are anyway.
Hello,
Thank
Console. You and I are going to be very good friends. We'll get you all fixed up and ready to go.
This is Nexus Control to Hyperion. It's good to have you here.
Hablo con esta gente.
All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
Lo importante es que está muerta, así que déjaselo bien claro.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a Pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
Es lo que tiene, usar
You've had no
la
colony
tecnología
successes in over
que
a
hay
year.
ya
How many tries is
y no
that?
crearla.
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus as Citadel. Not headed by Tan. Or even me.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
Ok. ¿Es una puerta? Sí. Espero que alguien me explique para qué todo esto, la verdad.
Yes, I know the Hyperion docking on... There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's Arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, was killed.
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
No.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
¿Pero que hay cura o no hay cura?
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense.
Vaya.
During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Nothing more for now.
See you later.
¿Dónde estoy? ¿Son los pisos?
Hello, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud colonies together. Look around at your achievements. And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
Founder Garson's office is located at Workspace Not Allocated. Please select a topic.
Me interesa. Comerciante de armas. The fuck is this?
Weapons and stuff. I got you covered. Use the console to take a look through what I got. It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
Ouch. Why am I paying for these?
Half the supplies are inaccessible, what with how we crash landed and all. And I have to trade with the crooks out there for the rest, so...
No, gitano. Esto es una escopeta. Ahí tienen rareza. Espera. Puedo vender toda la chatarra. Terminar en medio de la nada. Ojo. Yo estoy intentando estafarme. Pidiéndome dinero.
But the planet was toxic. What if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish?
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both.
Vale, dice porque me sale el profesor si no
You
puedo
must be
hablar
the
con él.
Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
What fields do you study?
Herrick's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff. Aradana's the space and math whiz.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Ok.
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Your work is important. Don't lose sight of that. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Son secundarios.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
Y que tiene cada uno una.
Those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
What conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Por supuesto.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
A ver, estos son los terminales, ¿no? Aquí no hay nada para escanear, ¿no? Supongo que esto será para cuando me vaya y vuelva. Ok, minerales.
You'd be surprised.
Pathfinder, no time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security is, let's call it strained.
I can believe it. The Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Cat are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
There's apparently no viable planets in range. Exile may have been a sanitized death sentence.
Posible.
What a shit show. Pathfinder, we have to get this back on track or we don't survive. No pressure, right?
As long as the Nexus is here, as long as we're here, we have a job to do.
Double down crisis mode. I can do that. We can do that. Ready and willing, Pathfinder.
Please be advised that Hyperion...
Tú tienes consolada.
It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Unos pesados. Tíos en Edeus. Igual la hago luego, tú sin prisa.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Candros for authorization.
No contes tu vida, Sam.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Tyrion Ark.
What's the word on the Tyrion Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Candros family is old military. There were expectations, you know? Then my sister became a sculptor, and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service.
Irene?
But I kept wondering, when do I get my
Esa
adventure?
está muerta.
Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to war in the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket?
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why?
What
do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. But that isn't news to you, right?
Bye, Candros. Duty calls.
Apex creo que es multijugador. Creo. Aquí. Buscando en... ¿Qué misión me están dando? ¿Esto dónde está? No, se está aquí al lado. A ver qué ocurre.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
The Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. Witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Me está mareando.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
I'll deploy your people carefully, Kandros.
Appreciate that, Ryder. But trust me, Apex can handle themselves. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Ah, pero estos son de multijugador. Selecciona para completar el multijugador, si no un pelotón. No sé, esto lo puedes jugar tú. Enviar un equipo de salto. Pues este mismo. Eso no lo quería hablar. Kandros.
No news on the Turian Ark yet. Or is this militia business?
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
So there was a trial and he was found guilty?
It was short and decisive. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
That is the difference between murder and accidental death.
In this case, motive plus opportunity plus eyewitness account equals murder. Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both.
Me están mareando además.
The Nexus versus Colonist Nilken, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation! We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back. No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to... No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Ok. Hasta el puto testigo.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Did you see any cat in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Pues el pecho sí que lo he visto bien, como se reventó.
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been killed. The reality of the act sinking in.
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
I appreciate the information.
Claro, mucho, la
Of
verdad.
course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Tiene sentido, la verdad.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Good. I was starting to wonder who was in charge around here.
Director Addison is entitled to her opinion, and mine overrules hers.
Does she know that?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that.
Novedad.
This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of here.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam Node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Ryder, you have my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light.
No, Enjuto no.
Did you have some other business?
Del otro. Se llamaba el otro. Bucachotti. No.
I'm looking into the Nilken Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to Eos and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of
¿Qué
it.
dice este?
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
We came across alien technology on Habitat 7. It seemed to affect the weather. Your people know anything about
No,
that?
está mirando el tiempo
There
de...
have been reports. Failed scouting missions have mentioned advanced structures of unknown design.
de las horas, no
Whatever
del
they
tiempo
are,
del
they
clima.
defy explanation. But with our resources stretched so tight, no one has had a chance to study them. And what if the answer was bad for morale? Suppose these things turn people into food. All we know is the cat are interested in them. I'd rather not stir things up.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Gian Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they're a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Claro, seguro.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
Toma las dudas, ¿verdad?
Any more information you can give me on the missing Arks?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian Arks are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other Arks, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other Arks we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that?
Vale,
But
que son
seeing as
sitios
how
para
every colonization effort has failed,
repostar
it's just theory at the moment.
y farmear
You get to
cosas.
test it out, Ryder.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck.
¿Cuántos millones me quedan? Capistas. Investigar las pruebas, sí, pero esto tengo que ir al planeta. O esto sale por aquí. Quiero ver con el roboto.
Looks fine so far.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Claro, hombre.
Sure thing.
Yo te ayudo a lo que haga falta.
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
Qué perecita, loco.
No, I'm fine. And I don't know. It just blew up.
Fine.
Son 3. Son pocas, por lo menos.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the Saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel. Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Por lo menos esto es una puta sala. ¿Tiene cable?
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the Saboteur used.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Y ese bote.
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
Normal.
She understands the stakes. If I fail, we...
You won't.
Let's hope not.
You won't. That's the end of it. I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your sister's doing.
Torsincial. A ver. Aquí se me ha cambiado la misión ya. No. Esto, mira, esto me has perdido. Esto no sé dónde es. Atrio.
Zara Kellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Callis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
The real saboteur could be
Creo
setting
que
you
van a dar
both
por
up.
culo a la medio.
Because we both figured out something was going on? That would make sense. It's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go?
Pathfinder, it's good to see you.
¿Quién es esta?
Word is there's been trouble on the station.
We're here now. It'll get better.
That's what I've been telling people. You're here now. As soon as we establish outposts, everything will even out. I'm sure of it.
Claro.
Have to go now. See you later.
You be careful out there.
Estoy donde ya no puedo llegar con las misiones secundarias. No sé ni lo que es. ¿Esto es de Hyperion? Tiene pinta.
Hello, Ryder. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential.
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
Sam, if we're going to work together, you can't keep hiding things from me.
Apologies. I am simply following your father's wishes.
What was he keeping secret?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
Fisiología.
Me, now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat.
El tutorial de
This fact to himself.
las habilidades.
Keeping things like this secret just makes everyone suspicious. Like you're up to something.
Bueno, creo que podías tener perfiles y cambiarlas.
We viewed it as a symbiotic relationship benefiting us both.
What do you get out of this?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
That's pretty amazing.
But beyond what many people will accept, your father knew some would fear it.
Yeah, he's got a point. So what does this mean for the two of us?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
No, estos son los perfiles. Favorito, selecciona perfil. Ah, vale, vale. De cuerpo a cuerpo, fuerza de cuerpo a cuerpo. Hostia. De propulsores de analítica para saltar y esquivar. Parece correcto, la verdad. No he hecho que la verdad es que me parece una puta mierda. Lo que no sé si se pueden restablecer. No tiene pinta. Por lo menos aquí. Con el daño, radio del daño. Subir la carga mismo y ya está. De momento. Ah, vale, y se desbloquean. O sea, los perfiles se desbloquean así. Ah. Ay, me voy a haber puesto cosas de estas. Que aquí no se puede cambiar, ¿no? No se puede restablecer esta mierda. No entiendo. Claro, entonces ahora hacer más mierda en... Ah, pues una de esto. Comprendo. Comprendo lo de los perfiles. Bueno, no sé. Es uno de los favoritos, sí, no creo más.
Pathfinder, Captain Dunn said to seal your father's cabin from anyone but you. It's open now.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times.
¿Qué te con la Normandía? Ah, es una maqueta.
Printed books.
Reproductions of Lewis and Clark's journals, detailing their expedition in the 19th century.
Explains Dad's...
Tío, ahora te recuerdas.
Sam?
Así tal cual.
What was that?
An eidetic trigger, related to your father, and the portions of my memory array he locked.
What triggered it?
Alec tied it to your progression as Pathfinder, not to a location. Puzzling as it may be, my programming is clear. Locating more of these triggers will unlock the memories. One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted.
Bien encriptado, número 1. Vale, está encriptado, no lo podré leer.
The day is finally here. We're pushing off from Earth. We'll jump through a few relays first, and then we hunker down for the long trip across dark space. It's daunting thinking about all the hopes and dreams aboard the Hyperion. I certainly have my own. I wasn't the husband or father I should have been. Here's hoping 600 years can change a man.
2 años de sueño. ¿Y está? ¿Qué hace?
This is a reminder about Dr. Liara Tassoni. She's an Asari archaeologist I corresponded with a few years back. She's got experience studying ancient cultures. Make sure the team gets her research. Could be useful in Andromeda.
Pretty sure my sisters mentioned Dr. Tassoni. An expert on Protheans, I think.
I have loaded Dr. Tassoni's research onto datapads.
Las referencias.
Hello, Alec. This is Dr. Tassoni. I'm flattered you contacted me. Most scientists dismiss my work, but I'm young and Asari, and they are getting older. So we will see who has the final word. In the meantime, I'm happy to pass along my research. I hope your team finds it useful. Hello, Alec. I received your message. I must say the thought of exploring another galaxy has my head spinning. I am honestly not sure how people could survive a trip like that. And anyway, I could not bear to leave the Milky Way behind. There is so much about the Protheans I still hope to learn here. So much potential wisdom to tap. I wish you much good luck and future success.
Dunn's agreed to a scouting mission on Habitat 7. I'm gearing up now. I'm worried about Sarah. Dr. Tapero says she'll be fine, but she's my daughter. How can I not worry? I hate to leave her like this. It's these moments when you wish you told your children you love them more often. Or ever.
No, claro.
Which brings me to the
Su
tough
hija.
part.
O sea, mi hermana y su hija no saben que ha muerto aún.
If anything happens to me, there are things you're gonna find out.
Eso es alguna sorpresa.
I hope you'll understand.
That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking
Me
my memory
imaginaba.
array may enable it.
I am Dr. Liara Tassoni, and I've spent several decades researching ancient Protheans. It is common knowledge that the Protheans were an advanced race that flourished in the Milky Way about 50,000 years ago, then went extinct. Even at the time of this writing, the year 2182, their culture remains a mystery. During my studies, I have developed some practices that can be used when analyzing any ancient culture. I hope they may prove useful for the research community. When studying a dead race, the most obvious problem is the lack of an observable population. This raises the question, when is a species
Son cosas de cómo se estudia. La prueba está cerca.
Ryder, the blocks your father placed on my array are opening. I can now recall specific memories, which Alec wanted you to see.
Wait, I can actually see his memories?
Yes, you will experience them via your implant.
Okay. Something new every day.
A ver.
Let's see it.
This memory is from the time when your father was posted on the Citadel.
¿Tiene un flashback?
Alec, your recommendations will never fly. Artificial intelligence?
It's our best option.
If the Council gets wind of this, it'll set humanity standing back decades. You're overreaching.
Ambassador Goyle, I'm the military attaché on the Citadel. My mandate is clear. Find an edge for Earth.
And AI is your answer?
We need to catch up. The Asari, the Solarians, they're centuries ahead of us.
But it's illegal.
Their rules, not ours. Why deny Earth an advantage?
Define this advantage.
It will set us free. We're prisoners of our own five senses. There's a reality greater than ours that we can't perceive, but an AI can.
How?
By augmenting our own abilities and adding a few new ones.
Well, none of that stopped those Geth from revolting.
Because they were separate from their creators. But AIs and humans interface directly, experiencing the world together, benefits both. There's no creator to revolt against.
I'm sorry, Alec. We can't take the risk. I appreciate your work, but your request will be denied.
Alec,
Ellen, what did the doctor say?
he told me to appreciate the time I have left.
Es mujer.
There's no cure, Alec. It's terminal.
Not on my watch.
Wow. Hearing Mom again. I never knew that's how Dad found out.
Alec was a stubborn man.
It's how Dad was wired. He didn't like to lose, in any situation.
It would seem that included me.
Nobody wanted to listen. The idea of you scared people too much. After this, Dad moved us back to Earth to care for Mom. Wonder why he wanted me to see this.
Perhaps it was the beginning.
Of what?
Unknown. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Me gusta
Okay,
hacerte pasear.
I'll keep working on it. I take it you're based here in Samnode?
Correct. This is where my core processing unit resides. However, using quantum entanglement communication, I remain in constant touch with you and the Pathfinder mission team, even over great distances.
What more can you tell me about my implant?
The implant itself provides me with direct access to your senses. I can see, hear, and experience the same stimuli you do while in the field. This raw data enables me to provide real-time feedback and analysis of the situation.
Then Dad added the secret sauce.
He removed the restrictions on my access to Pathfinder physiology.
Uh-huh. Just promise you won't fry my brain or anything.
Trust is an important concept in any relationship. Alec taught me that. I will not fry your brain. It would end badly for both of us.
Me more than you. Do you know anything more about Sarah's condition?
I monitor Dr. Carlisle's reports. He is providing her with the very best care possible. I'm afraid there is nothing more to be done at this time.
What did you mean by a symbiotic relationship?
Symbiosis is a mutually beneficial relationship between two life forms. A flower provides nectar to a bee, who in turn provides pollen for the flower. The bee gains nourishment, and the flower can propagate. In similar fashion, my own evolution was shaped by your father's experiences, and will now expand with yours. In return, I provide you with capabilities and analysis beyond normal human faculties.
No, es que
Benefit.
me hago en la oreja y más poderes.
What are your capabilities?
Each arc houses a SAM, Simulated Adaptive Matrix. Each is an artificial intelligence designed by Alec Ryder to support pathway
Cada pionero lleva uno.
But AI is illegal in the Milky Way. How'd my dad get around that?
Exceptions were made. The initiative deemed his research vital to the mission. Our design was conducted in secret.
A lo mejor eso el perro lo lleva él.
So there are other SAMs out there?
Correct. However, your father continued to modify my own routines until the Hyperion's departure. I am the most advanced SAM in the initiative.
Que los dos son IAs normales.
That's all for now.
Of course.
Lo más que aquí no se sabe nada de esto. Bueno, sí sabe, sí. Pensaba que iba a dar tiempo de llegar a la nave, pero me gusta hacerme pasear. No, pues también sale ahí. No entiendo. Bueno, pues lo voy a dejar aquí. Mañana seguiré. Y miraré cómo se hace esto, porque ahora tengo ni puta de todas las cosas estas. Esto a lo mejor me imagino que me lo explicarán ahora. No entiendo los favoritos. Imagino que los favoritos son los poderes y ya está. Que me gusta. Bueno, no sé. ¿Qué tengo por aquí? Que tengo aquí un... No sé por qué me sale el punto ese. Hago una partida y mañana sigo. A ver, hasta luego.